Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the August 16th, 2022 Mount Vernon City School District School Board meeting. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. So I'm going to take the roll. Oh, so before we start, we have to swear her in. She has to be sworn in. Yes. I'm going to do that. Oh, do I have a script? Okay, so I have to swear in Sarita as Board Clerk Pro Temp. And I don't have the script. So no one gave me the script. So, Sarita?
Yes. Right hand, yes, raise your right hand. Raise your right hand.
I don't even know what you're raising your right hand on. Raise your right hand, and you solemnly swear
I solemnly swear
to do the Board Clerk
to do
District.
the duties of the board
Of the
clerk
board
for the
clerk.
district.
All
Pro
right,
temp.
thank you. All right. Oh, my goodness. Okay. All right, so now we're going to take the roll.
Trustee Adelsby?
Adesobi.
Adesobi?
Uh-huh.
Trustee Gay?
Gail.
Gale?
Uh-huh.
Trustee Lentz? Here. Trustee Kerman?
Here.
Trustee Red? Trustee White?
Present.
And Trustee Saunders?
Here. We have a quorum.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, so now you want to swear, we're going to swear in the appointed trustees. Okay, you have the script?
Give me that. Let me tell Representative. Nobody sent me that. Okay. This Gordon.
You calling Rick?
She's not here.
Okay.
Well, good afternoon, early evening, everyone.
Well, we have the opportunity right now to have, we're going to swear in we're appointing two new board trustees tonight. And Sarita's getting the script, correct?
Right.
All right?
So can we move on to the next one?
So right now, we're going to move on to the next business before we swear them in, okay?
You want to do superintendent?
Yes, you can do the superintendent report.
Okay.
There's no communications from the public, correct?
No, I called up and left a message on Taylor's voicemail.
Well, Taylor's not here, but if you want to come and speak, you can.
Now,
Yes, you can.
I don't know how many others that did the same thing.
All right, well, you showed up, so I appreciate it.
She's not here tonight, I guess? Nobody checked her voicemail?
Thank you, Mr. Keller.
Let me do that.
Marcy went to get it.
Is that it? That works?
It's in currency. Okay.
Okay. A couple of things in the process here. It would be nice, like in the past, if there's going to be a meeting, put it up on the website by Friday. I know in the past the trustees would get the material on Friday. Now I guess you have to go online or something, but I checked the website yesterday. I was away last week. Checked the website yesterday, there was nothing. I checked it today, and there's a meeting. Now I know it's the third Tuesday, and it's a regular meeting, but sometimes in the summer, you don't have meetings on the regular schedule. And at the last regular meeting, not the special one on August 3rd, but where the public couldn't speak, but I refer to the city council in Mount Vernon. When I speak there, anybody speaks, the city council addresses the concerns, statements, questions, whatever it is. It used to happen here every once in a while, but it didn't happen the last regular meeting. I don't know if it's the administration that's going to address it, or one of the trustees, if it's a particular issue where so-and-so is the chair of that committee, maybe they know more about it. I don't know. But I'd like comments. Okay, I also spoke on the our employment contract for administration, culture, climate. You're probably aware the district has spent at least $44 million, perhaps more, to convert from heating oil to natural gas. And if the budget hadn't been approved in June, we wouldn't have been able to take out the old oil tanks. But fortunately it was. Ken Silva made a big deal of this, and he was right. Now, I don't know what this person's going to do on climate and culture. I mean, do we want solar power, hydropower, wind power? And when the sun doesn't shine, and the wind doesn't blow, what do? Are we being hypocrites if we're going to teach our kids about this, and we just spent $44 million to go from a dirty fossil fuel, a dirtier, to a less dirty fossil fuel, clean natural gas? Diversity, equity, inclusion. I spoke against both of these last time. I'd like a description of what the duties are for these people, because I think they're a waste of money, both of them. And I addressed the diversity, equity, inclusion last time. I'm not going to go into that. I ran out of time on culture and climate. The facilities director. Well, Mike Policio is here. You could talk to him, say, hey, there's potholes in the high school parking lot, and he'd address it. I wouldn't know the facilities director if the person walked by. He's never here at the meetings. I live near the high school. There's a lot of potholes on the gymnasium side of the parking lot. I think this should be fixed before school starts. Secondly, we used to have trees there. A couple of them are dying. They were taken down. We need to plant more trees in the parking lot of the high school, especially on the gymnasium side. Now, I don't know about potholes in front or on the other side, but it's easy to see when you go by the gymnasium. And that brings me to the athletic fields. What is the policy of the district concerning use of the athletic fields by the public in the summer months, July and August? One of my neighbors wants to play tennis over there, not with me. I'm too old for that. But what is the policy? Also during the school year, September to June, what is the policy?
Okay, Mr. Keller, just be aware of your time. Please wrap up.
Okay. Okay, I guess that's it.
Mr. Keller, we'll get those questions you have addressed.
Okay.
Okay, and we'll get them to you and to the public. Thank you for your
So
comments.
is Taylor on vacation? Is she sick? She couldn't make it tonight for some reason?
No, she couldn't make it.
What?
She's not here.
Well, I know that.
She's not here. Any other public speaking? Because we didn't have, okay. All right, anything? All right, so we're going to go to the superintendent's report now.
Yes. I think I want to go down there. Okay. All right. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another board meeting in which we decided that we are going to stay positive, be positive. So we are going to start off this afternoon by doing a presentation on safety and how to keep, and security, and how we're going to keep all our stakeholders safe. So, as you know, Mount Vernon City School District strive on keeping all their stakeholders safe. So one of our first priority is going to be how we're going to open school in September and how we're going to keep each and every one of our kids safe. I know there's a lot of parents in the community are saying they are still fearful of sending their kids back to school. So we're going to share with them how we're going to do our best to make our kids safe and our staff as well. So this afternoon we have our district staff, the security staff. We have our new security company here with us. And we have our police department represented by DC Lockhart, who is here, or Deputy Commissioner, who is here in the audience. We have been working diligently and we have been meeting with each other to discuss the different things that we have to put into place, because we cannot spend our time arguing about things that doesn't matter. We have to spend our time talking about how we're going to make this district move forward, how we're going to keep our kids safe, and how we're going to maintain a positive attitude in doing all of this. So with this being said, I'm going to call on my district team, who will introduce themselves, and I'll also call on my community partners to talk about how we're going to keep our schools safe. Dr. Gabiton, start off with you.
Good evening, everyone, board members and community. So as a team, we've been working diligently in creating a plan to ensure that our schools, our students are going to be safe. So the first part of the plan, we as a team have met, and we will continue to meet once a month, every second Monday of the month, to review the district plan as well as to review each school plan. We also want to make sure we are proactive. We will also meet with each team from the school building to go over their plan, to go over issues, to analyze any problem we may have. Also, we have revamped our school safety protocol, so all staff in the district will be trained in the safety plan by the end of September. Next.
Hi everyone, my name is Marlon Stevenson, and I'm going to discuss the drills that we will be conducting throughout the school year. So, one slide back, please. So the emergency response protocols, there's the acronym SHELL, which stands for shelter in place, hold in place, evacuate, lockout, lockdown. So shelter in place, whenever there's an emergency, we have the staff and students seek shelter in the building. Hold in place is for short-term emergencies, where we limit the movement of the staff and the students. Evacuate is when we have both staff and students leave the building. Lockout is when we secure the building grounds during incidents that pose imminent concern outside the school. Lockdown is used when we secure the school building during incidents that pose imminent threat. We are mandated to do 12 drills. We have to do 8 of those drills before December 31st. We also have to do an early dismissal throughout the year, maximum 15 minutes before dismissal. We have to let the parents know a week in advance. This is to test the transportation and the communication system that we have. And then we have 2 additional drills for summer camp, where we have 1 in the first week of summer. All those drills have to occur at different times during the day. 4 of the mandated 8 drills that are due December 31st have to be done during the fire escape.
So you might wonder, why are we telling you about this? So we feel one of the issues we had is that parents do not know when these drills are happening, nor do they understand the SHELL acronym, when these things happen, when the evacuation happen. So one of the things we plan on doing is to ensure that the community knows what those protocols are and what those things are. So these also is on our website, so parents and the community to go on. If Mr. Mgumias will go back for me for a few minutes from the beginning. The other thing we've done as a district, we've partnered with BOCES. They've looked at our district-wide plan. It is currently on the website. It's been on the website since August 4th. It's open for comment for 30 days. If you go to the news tab of our district, as you see in the picture, you could click on it, and there's a comment section where you could leave comments or ideas or suggestions for the different pages. Okay, go ahead, Mr. Ramirez. Mr. Ramirez, who's our technology director, will talk about some of our safety control.
Good evening, everybody. So, in terms of safety controls, what we start doing from the beginning of this school year is a thorough evaluation and assessment of our buildings in terms of readiness for not only video security, but also security in the doors, lockdowns. And as you can see here, we actually listed each one of these different components that we have for the security of the buildings. Starting with the visitor management. Visitor management allows us to screen visitors. Could be visitors from the community, could be vendors that come every day to do work, and we want to be sure that they are screened before they enter the premises. We also have door access control in multiple buildings. We have multiple systems, and we're trying to work on an integration, different vendors. We're doing an assessment right now. We have video cameras installed in multiple buildings. We identify at least a few buildings that have deficits in terms of the quality of the video recording and in terms of quality of the equipment. And we're working on doing a thorough assessment and providing with options so we can actually have a state-of-the-art video security system in our buildings, specifically in the secondary schools. We also have radio communications. All our safety officers, they have right now radio communication walkie-talkies where they can actually communicate in the building location where they are, but also across the district. We have 8 repeaters installed in different locations through the district to allow for this communication to be fluid. At the same time, we also working on our school patrol officer initiative, and we want to probably talk about that more when we actually bring our partners, because now we're talking with the police department, we're talking with multiple partners to help us in this process of bringing safety and security to our school buildings.
So as you can see, we're not just looking at the physical of the buildings. We're not just looking at access to the building, who's coming into the building. We are also looking at, the officers. And for that, I am going to bring our new security partners. Their position is to actually supplement our own security guards that we currently have. The district hired additional security. However, when someone is absent, a building may not have a guard. So Brigger Security is here to actually describe the services they have been providing the district since the beginning of this summer. Okay.
Hi, my name is Peter Moreno. I'm the CEO of KH Bragger Security Services. And as the doctor mentioned, we've been on site since the beginning of July. And we've provided a field supervisor, and we've, on average, had 8 to 10 guards per day on site. As stated, our focus is to oversee the security program and to supplement existing guards with ours. We feel that it's working well so far. We've been able to free up Mount Vernon security officers so that they can tend to important matters that they're more familiar with at this time, such as fire watch. They've done so well, and we've passed, you have passed the most recent fire inspection, which I know has been an issue lately. So that's kind of the model where I think we can help you. The number of guards at any given site that we have changes daily. Somebody's going to be sick. Somebody's car is not going to start. Somebody's going to have a family emergency. We do this for other districts as well. We do it in White Plains. We do it in Ossining. We do it at several districts throughout the Hudson Valley where we do exactly that. We supplement. We have a pretty good staff of standby personnel that we can move around the county, here included. We've also been and will be providing supervision, not only for our guards, but for your guards, management of the entire guard staff. And I think, that's something that we're good at too. And Dennis Fagan, who's with us here today, started this week as the new security director. And he's been working with Mr. Rosario, the outgoing security director, and we thank Mr. Rosario for his cooperation. I understand today is his last day, and we thank him for what he has done for us to get things going. We've also had Mr. Leal on post. He's the field supervisor, and we hope someday maybe to have a second field supervisor. Right now, we're going to start without it, but the size of the district, I think, really needs it. But we'll adjust, we'll cooperate, we'll make do, and we'll do the best we can. Anybody have any questions?
Since we have so many schools, 16 schools.
Yeah.
Can you say that we will have enough security monitors to come and fill in for these 16 schools?
So that's a good question, and I have spoken about how we can do that. And we're getting numbers, we got information, data from Mr. Rosario and others, principals, about the average number of guards that they have every day, and the average number they would like to have every day, and the absences. So I think what we can do is we can come up with, and we have it roughly, a number of about 20, I would say, to be safe, to go across the district. 22 is the exact number that that's where we are right now. We're still doing a lot of research. It may go up or down, depending. But if we could get that number of guards to be hired, steady, they come here. Mr. Fagan then on Monday morning says, you know what, you got 3 people sick at STEAM, send 3 over there. We got this, that. So I think that in that way, we can certainly provide the best coverage possible.
All right, let him finish the presentation.
So we can have a pool, like a motor pool.
Okay.
Okay?
So that's the boots on the ground. But we also believe that, to have true security, we also need intervention programs. So as a district, we have rolled out several different new models. The first one is to build relationship. Research shows safe schools is a community where children feel safe, where they have that one adult, that I like to call it my person that I could come to when I have an issue. So the district has started a peer mentoring program. Also, we are asking the community to volunteer. We're looking for mentors for our students, right? We want all our students to have that one person that they could communicate with. Also, our schools will now start, every day we will have greeters. Our APs, principals, and PPS staff will be out there to greet our student in the morning. The reason we want to do that is, when the kids come in, you could tell they have a good night. Is there a problem? So we get ahead of the problem. The other thing we are doing is we are also going to start reinstitute our positive behavior reinforcement program that we have in the district. We want to celebrate all our students. We want to celebrate our students' ethnicity. We want to celebrate our students' achievement. Next. Okay. Also, we're going to rely heavily on our DASA coordinator, which will be appointed tonight. We have assigned specific people, so everyone in the community know who these people are. If there is an issue, who to go to for each building. We have our principals, assistant principals, and other designee part of that. The other thing we are instituted as a district, we will have regular meeting in order to know what are the issues, come up with a plan, and address them right away. Next. Okay. Also, we are sharing our protocol. This is the typical process and protocol used by all school districts. Usually, our students will go to a school counselor. There'll be peer mediation, and it will go through a line of succession for any students who are having issue, either they feel that they're being bullied or have any issues whatsoever. Okay, next please. All right. The other part of our plan, so we talked about the building, we spoke on increasing the guards, we spoke on addressing social emotional learning, but we also are instituted community partnership. And for that, we're going to ask our deputy commissioner to come up to speak about that.
Thank you and good evening. Thank you for having me. I think there's a word that's pretty resonant with the work that we're doing now, and I think it's coordination. And the work that we're doing is going to be improving the coordination between the police department and the school district on how we can create safer schools and safer communities. So part of our conversations over the last couple of months has been about how do we work with an issue that we have in the pandemic with a global crisis of manpower and shortage of assets, right? Many of us have people who are leaving our departments, leaving our schools, leaving our systems, and so how do we still provide the safety and security with less? And that's sort of what we've been having the conversation about. We're improving our coordination with the school district, hosting monthly meetings now so that we can be apprised of issues as they come up. All of the individuals who were mentioned in the presentation, the DASA coordinators, the peoples at the school, we want to be able to have coordination when there are issues that we feel may arise and come out to something we could address in the community. That's where improving coordination is going to work. We have to know when there are things that are happening that is within our wheelhouse to help with. We are going to be helping improving coordination with the training of the officers. We have a new security team. We have an existing security team. Our officers being available to participate in the drills, making sure that that coordination is on par so that we know. And then also, as someone referenced, when parents don't know what's going on and they're calling, the kids are calling the parents are calling, they're calling 911. And so if we're already coordinated and we know that this is a drill, we can coordinate to communicate that to parents to say, no, it is a drill. This is what's happening. And we can, if perhaps that information is not being communicated fully from the school side, we can go in and close that gap as well. Coordination for training from not only just drills, but the whole entire gamut, things that are happening in the building, safety. We had some issues that came up recently, just talking through how we were working out the security arrangements. We're taking our digital maps of the schools and making them more interactive so our officers, in the instance of a crisis, would have immediate access to where in the buildings they can access and get in if there's an issue or if there's an emergency. Those type of coordination issues they happen when you're boots on the ground, working with everyone and figuring out how to help, right? And so those are the things that we're doing from a security standpoint that we can help safety and security within the building. The fact that we're at the table and we want to figure out as you make changes, as the school district shifts to other issues, we're there so that we can make that shift with you as well. It is not just one decision and we're stuck to that. We want to be agile and be able to assist where needed. The other piece of it, which is something that we are really helpful of, is that working with our new youth court and some of the students that are coming in and the seniors in the civics classes. We're going to be working with them in terms of some curriculum and how to help students who want to be trained to perhaps be lawyers, and that's a new program that we have in the youth court. So there are some students who are very interested in being that, and there'll be representatives inside the school building that are working with us to help change in a restorative way the way individuals are being disciplined or as they go through the process. So we remain a partner. There are many conversations that we'll have. There'll be multiple conversations very soon around wellness, some of the new initiatives that we have coming up. But we wanted to just present and make the community and the district aware that we remain available to be your partner as issues come up that we have not anticipated. How do we coordinate on our end so that we're all on the same page? Okay. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Deputy Commissioner.
Am I allowed to ask questions here?
Yes.
Just a commissioner,
Sure.
I thoroughly enjoyed your presentation, and I appreciate everything the department and yourself are doing here. The question, it was just brought up to my attention within the last few weeks that we're actually budgeted for 3 SROs. So I was wondering, is there any possibility that the department would be able to provide the school system with on-site SROs? Because we are budgeted for 3. If it's a possibility you guys can provide it, it would be fantastic, because I think after what happened in the spring, it wouldn't be a bad idea with the school system.
Correct.
Thank you.
So the superintendent had brought that up in our meeting last week, and we're meeting again this week, and we continue to have conversations around what that could look like. We are dealing with a very short manpower issue within the department, and I think we are being realistic about how can we scale and still provide safety in a way that's consistent, and I think that's what we want. We want to have a sustainable plan here. So having our patrol officers who are at the table, having our youth detectives who are at the table, having our wellness officers at the table, all together. Many SROs are embedded in all those different divisions now. Being a part of the conversation and helping to inform our plan is really what we want to do, is have a comprehensive plan if by some chance we cannot provide SROs this school year. But we are continuing to have that conversation, and our presence at the table guarantees that when something comes up, we can shift and figure out what we can do in real time.
Then question, because I've had the conversation outside of Mount Vernon. If Mount Vernon cannot provide SROs, would the department take issue with the school district contracting with the county or someone else to provide those SROs?
I think those conversations, we'd be open to having conversations to see what that looks like and what that impact would be to the school district and how we can, as a department, still be a part of those conversations. I think that's the concern that we have. When you have other people come in, it does impact your ability to really deliver services because you're unaware of what's happening.
That's why I would rather have Mount Vernon SROs than county SROs. But if we can't have an SRO from Mount Vernon, certainly county would be the second best.
Absolutely. So we're not discounting that. We are willing to have conversations around what is the best way. And sort of in the interim, we are at the table with multiple divisions that are trying to say, I think our partnership and our ability to coordinate is really what we're committing to, which is something I'm not sure has happened. I know in the 2 years that I've been in the department, I've not seen an energy and a effort this collaborative and comprehensive as I see now. So I'm excited and I look forward to what that'll look like. But again, we're at the table and we will come back. And if this is not working, we're very happy to sit down and figure out what we can do in real time.
Thank you for your time. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Next, please. So we also want to make sure not only are we looking at the building, the manpower, intervention and prevention, we also want to hear from the community. Let's next, please, on the slide. So, as a school district, we are having our first planning meeting this Thursday. We are going to have a series of school safety town hall meetings virtually so parents could share in the conversation, share in the planning, and help us ensure that our schools are safe. Thank you. Any questions?
Okay, then if there are no questions, thank you so much for and let's just give the team a round of applause. And we are going to continue this conversation tomorrow with DC Lockhart. She's going to be here with her team, and we are going to continue to have these conversations as to how we're going to align it before September 1st steps in. And we are going to present again to the community to ensure that what we do align with the vision and the mission that I will be sharing shortly to the community. And I'm going to move on to one more thing from the superintendent's office, and that is that we are looking at substituting or more or less subsidizing, not substituting, so sorry about that, subsidizing the bus fare for our students who are having issues in traveling.
Yes.
For many years, I've known parents have complained to me and said, it's very hard, to find the money for the bus cards. But talking to the students, it's very hard in the winter to walk all the way from the south side to come to Mount Vernon High School. And I know it's an impact on attendance, and it's an impact on how safe these kids are feeling during that time. So I have decided, along with Mr. Silver, that we are going to subsidize those bus passes coming September. Right. So what we are trying to do, this board and myself, and with my team, we are going to provide to the community. We are listening to you. We heard you, and we are definitely going to make things better. And that's what my theme and my motto is always going to be about: family first. Okay? So I just want you to hear that. So I know a lot of people are going to be happy tonight because I spend the night and day trying to figure out how am I going to subsidize the bus passes. But luckily, I came up with a plan, and we are ready to rock and roll.
Great.
So with that being said, I want to conclude the superintendent's meeting because I know we have 2 trustees that we need to swear in so that my numbers can grow and we can roll up our sleeves and get ready to do some work. The work of the people. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
So Sarita's going to swear them in. Please. Good?
Yes,
Okay.
call the first person. Guys, please help. Please bear with Sarita because she's filling in.
Sarita,
You know,
can you get
so-
the mic over there?
Thank you. Peggy Altman. Would you raise your right hand? I, Peggy Altman, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New York, and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of School Board Trustee according to the best of my ability. Congratulations. Helen, would you please come forward? I, Helen Jinga, oh, raise your right hand, I'm sorry. I, Helen Jinga, do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
of School Board Trustee
of School Board Trustee
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Have a seat.
Helen?
You're one of us now. Thank you, that was great. That was great. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, we're going to move on to committee reports, correct?
We're going to congratulate the folks who are here. New hires. We're going to congratulate the new hires first.
We're not going to vote on them first.
Oh, yes, we have to vote on them. We have to write. Oh, yes, okay.
So, we're going to do committee reports. And since we've been on kind of vacation mode, does anyone have any committee reports? Not yet, okay. The only thing I have is the food pantry tomorrow at Parker School around 3 o'clock. Okay.
And all I have is that the playgrounds they've started working on the playgrounds that are in desperate need. Hamilton, Columbus, getting a whole new playground. And Williams is getting another playground. So they're starting to work on all the playgrounds now, hopefully ready for September.
So we're going to go right on to the HR because BC is ready to congratulate the new hires, okay? So we're going to go right on to the resolutions. Ready?
Yes. I need a motion to approve Resolution 4.1, approval of Human Resource Certified Number 65A.
Motion?
Second.
Questions, comments, or discussion?
We're going easy on you tonight.
Hearing, right. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Oppose? Abstain? Motion carries. Yay. All right. I need a motion to approve Human Resources tab 65B, non-certified.
Motion.
Second?
Any questions, comments, or concerns? Hearing none. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Oppose? Abstain?
Do it now.
Motion carries.
You want to congratulate them now?
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to pause right now because BC wants to congratulate the new hires. That was all on the HR resolutions.
So in the spirit of the Mount Vernon City School District new way of welcoming each and every one of you who are brand new to our district, we are going to give you a little something to welcome you here. Last time we gave plants. Now this time we're going to give you a folder with the Mount Vernon City logo on it. So I'm going to come down and I'm going to ask the president to come with me so that we can welcome all these new folks into the district and also the 2 new trustees. Welcome to the team of workers.
Good evening. So we're going to first introduce the new administrators. We have Mr. Brian Simmons as assistant principal at Mount Vernon High School. Come forward.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Next, we have one of our own, a teacher at BTMS, special education teacher at BTMS, being promoted as assistant principal at the Mount Vernon Leadership Academy, Mr. Matthew Wilbekin. Congratulations. From a student at Lincoln School to a teacher at Lincoln School, and now an assistant principal at Lincoln School, Ms. Kristen Cipriano. Congratulations. So we have a lot of teachers. Some of the faces I remember, some I don't. So I'm going to say all of the names, but I'll slow down when I don't see anyone moving. So move fast. Ready? Perlene Courtney, biology teacher at Mount Vernon Leadership Academy. Allison McGean, social worker at Mount Vernon Honor Academy and Lincoln School. I don't see her, but Miss Claudia Carmona was the teacher at Pennington School, now going to Hagen as an E&L teacher. Miss Catherine Siebert, special education teacher, Grimes School. Inez Bradley, English teacher, Grimes School. Jarrell Armstrong, English special ed teacher at Williams School. Omar Ulf, mathematics teacher at Grimes School. Michelle Rodriguez Mendez, foreign language teacher, Williams School. Dana Roach, art teacher, BTMS. Melania Tejada Deborah, Spanish teacher, Grimes School. John Kozlowski, PE teacher, Pennington and Graham, split position. Kayla Thomas, speech language pathologist. Denzel Washington Mandela. Pamela Sean Cup, French teacher, Mount Vernon High School. And of course, I screwed up. I'm sorry. Mr. Michael Ruza, social studies teacher. Denzel Washington School of the Arts, combination of a guitar player. Janelle Stewart, special education teacher, Mount Vernon High School. Smaria Johnson, Trap Hagen. These are Dahlia May, school psychologist, Mount Vernon STEAM Academy. We had 2 administrative promotions, teachers to administrators. We have 2 TAs to teachers. This is Jean Marie Castracuco, my former student, special education teacher at Lincoln School. Congratulations. Lachey Caldwell was also a TA at Mount Vernon Honor Academy, going to Columbus School as a teacher. Vito Lembo, mathematics teacher at Mount Vernon STEAM Academy. Kevin Toplove, English teacher at STEAM Academy. And Todd Sinclair, PE teacher. And that's all. No, you're... did I miss you? I thought I said you. No, I thought she was first. Sorry. Tamara's the school psychologist. You know what? Thank you. Congrats. We had a few people voted in earlier than anticipated, so they weren't on tonight's agenda. Is there anyone else from the August 3rd meeting? Congrats to all.
Okay. Yep, we're ready.
I need a motion to approve Resolution 5.1, authorization to hire enviroscience consultants to support facilities.
Motion. Second.
Okay, any questions, comments, or concerns?
So what is this, he's going to assist the Director of Facilities and for 3 weeks, what's he going to be doing?
Okay, he's going to assist Mr. Botras in making sure that everything is completed for schools before they're open. This is through BOCES, and whatever money that we pay, we get that 67.3% of the money.
So is he going to just oversee to make sure the buildings are clean? What's
But
his
he's going to
role?
do everything that Mr. Botras does. He's going to make sure that all the fire alarms are working. He's going to make sure that all the buildings are clean. He's going to make sure that everything is done. He's going to do the walkthroughs of all the buildings before they're open, and work with the custodians, head custodians in the building.
And he's going to be here for 3 weeks?
Yes.
Okay. So that was the question, now we got to go
Right.
ahead and vote on it.
All those in favor? Say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Abstain? The motion carries. I need a motion to... Yes, okay. I need a motion to approve 5.2, General Funds Transfer 2022 to 2023 for the August 16, 22 board meeting.
Motion.
Thank you. Any questions, comments, or concerns? All right. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Oppose? Abstain?
Just hit me.
Motion carries.
Such a nice guy.
I need a motion to approve Resolution 6.1, authorization to approve school improvement personnel memorandum, P23-4, August 16, 2022. Thank you. Who's second? I'm sorry.
Second.
Thank you. Okay. Any questions?
So these are the safety, these are the DASA coordinators?
Yes, the data coordinators, we're making sure that you guys vote on them to make sure that they are in place.
Okay, so this is a DASA coordination, okay. Wondering what they were, okay, thank you.
Yeah. There's no money attached to that.
Okay.
Any other questions?
No.
That's great. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Abstain? The motion carries. I need a motion to approve Resolution 6.2, School Improvements Service Memoranda, S23-2, dated August 16, 2022. Motion?
Motion.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Is this the same?
Looks like it's the same. This is the same,
One is personnel and one is service.
Right.
Okay, so he rolls up into the same?
oh, no. Maybe the
I'm missing something.
6.2?
6.2, can we get some clarification on that, please?
I'm just trying to bring it up. What is that?
School improvement?
That over?
Is this school improvement resolution?
Okay, no, these are all programs that have been through the grant money.
Okay.
If you see the F code, anything you see with F code is grants. Okay, so these are part of a grant that we have, so we have to put these folks back into it.
Okay.
You will see the 2A code that also means general fund, but this is community school funds, which is also an aid. So all these have to be done because it's already written in any grants that we have or approved by the state for whatever aid it is. So that's why you see that.
Thank you.
I thought 6.1 was about the,
What's the 6.1?
This is 6.1. 6.1 are the DASA coordinators.
That's the coordinators and the safety team.
no, I'm
district
looking at the, it was about the charter schools.
Oh, that's Dr. Smith there, that is not 6.1.
That's 8.1.
That's
8.1.
8.1, yeah.
Change, okay. I didn't get there yet, okay.
All right, all those in favor of 6.2, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Abstain? The motion carries. I need a motion to approve Resolution 7.1 to pay administrators to attend the Superintendent's Administrators Retreat.
Motion.
A second.
Thank you. Any questions, comments, or concerns? All right. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstain? Awesome, you guys are great. Motion carries. I need a motion to approve Resolution 7.2, authorization to hire staff for the Mount Vernon Aquatic Facility.
Motion.
Second.
Thank you. Any questions, comments, or concerns?
Question on the staff, the aquatic advisors. Do they belong to all unions?
Or they're on contracts?
Marcy, are they in our union? Yeah,
Are they
right.
part of all teams? The aquatic
Yes,
advisors?
those are up under number one, Patrick Flores, all of those are teachers.
Thank you. I
Right.
didn't recognize them.
And this is all through the year. If you look at the
Right.
bottom, if you scroll down to the bottom, you see the different timing when the pool is going to use.
saw that, yeah.
Because we are trying to make sure that our kids utilize the pool. Because they want to learn how to swim.
Yeah.
Did we ever get
Right.
the person to do the swimming instructions for special needs
They want to start next, when we get back in September.
in September? Okay, so that's all set in motion?
I have a question.
I have to put the
So
resolution.
this is going to be during the school, or is going to be like after school? How are they going to be?
Looks like after school from 6 to
After
9:30.
school,
6 to 9:30, and then on Saturdays, from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m.
Great.
Because this is the only way we could fit it in for the kids to learn how to swim.
So the parents just have to sign up? How are they, okay. It's open to all parents that just signed up?
Open to all parents.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, it's open to the community, really.
Okay, great.
Right.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Oppose? Abstain? The motion carries. Authorization to approve Resolution 8.1, Student Services Memorandum Number 3 dated August 16th. Can I get a motion?
Motion. Okay, Wanda.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Any questions, comments, or discussion?
I'm looking at 8.1, number 6 through 18, I guess, if they didn't change that, about the charter schools. Now, I know we have a lot of children attending the charter schools, a total of 624 students attending charter schools. My purpose of bringing this is to make sure, are all of these children in this charter school our children? Because I know Amani has 330 students of ours. Are they all, and do we verify twice a year, 4 times a year, that they are our students attending that school?
Mike?
Hello?
Yes.
Mr. Burt's, who you will be voting on tonight, is the person that visits the charter schools, Amani in particular. So we have we have 2 charter schools in Mount Vernon, several in the Bronx, 2 in New York City. He basically communicates with members of the charter schools, and he makes random visits to make sure that students still live in Mount Vernon. It is random because we do have 625 students. So in terms of attendance, we get attendance report monthly. It's sent to him. He makes those random visits. He communicates with the school as well.
Okay, because I know for the Educational Excellence Program in Yonkers has 165 of our students.
Right.
I just want to make sure there are students, and that's who we're paying for, and not someone else's kids.
I'm going to put Mr. Burt's on the spot, and you could cross-examine him when he comes. He can report on the charter schools specifically after making visits and after
Thank you.
visiting homes as well.
We're spending a lot of money on that.
All right. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Oppose? Abstain? The motion carries. I need a motion to approve Resolution 9.1, authorization to enter an agreement with Dr. Beverly Jones as Assistant Superintendent for Administration, Climate, and Culture.
We voted on her already. We just bring it back because we have to change the date. We voted on her to be August 1st, but she has to serve 30 days from where she was, so she's going to start September 1st. But she was already voted on.
Okay.
Motion.
Motion, thank you. Second?
Second.
Any questions, comments, or
Actually,
discussion?
just a question, and I know it's voted on already, but just because it was brought up in public comment, exactly what does that title do? I'm reading something, I'm reading about it, but it is kind of ambiguous.
Okay. It's ambiguous to those who don't understand the
Totally
what
get
she
that.
does. I'm going to explain to you. I'm going to educate the whole community on what that does. Administration, culture, and climate. Culture and climate, it doesn't mean whether it's a solar panel or whatever that we're talking about. It's about creating systems in the district so that a person coming or hired for the first time will have a blueprint in their hand as to what happened in the different departments. We do not have that blueprint as we speak. So we are going to create systems. We cannot continue to use protocols and procedures. We have to put systems into place. Because once we put systems into place, then our organization will become stronger. And a weak organization does not have systems. And that's one of the things that she will be doing. She'll be going from different departments, making sure that all the systems are in place and we are talking to each other. Each department is talking to each other. She's also going to be looking at how our different schools are working together, like the K through 8 and the high schools, looking at their success rate, looking at their grades, the interventions that are put into place to make sure that our ELs and our SPED kids, do better than how they're doing now, because we cannot fool ourselves that we are doing great. We have to do much more than what we're doing, and she is going to be the one who's going to stay on that ship and ensure that we move to the next step, because we need that. And this district is definitely going to get there. So this is a person who is going to stay on that and make sure it happens. So it's all about systems.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Dr. BC, can you is the org chart on the district website?
Not yet. What happened, and I'm glad you mentioned that, Madam President. Tomorrow is going to be the launching of the website. So the new website. So with the old website, he's not putting much on the old website. He's putting a lot of things on the new website. So tomorrow, we are inviting everybody, I sent an email out to everybody, to go online and try out the new website to see if it works. We need criticisms from you as to how we can improve to make it better. You're gonna love it because I've tried it. But I need to hear from everybody. I need to get input. So you will see all of that on the website.
So will the org chart also say, like explain climate and culture, the duties, and diversity, equity, inclusion, and the duties? You know, some of these new titles, I guess people are confused on what they do. So maybe,
And we can put it on. If, you know, the org chart is going to be the org chart,
Yeah.
who reports to who and all of that. But if you want people, jobs and responsibility to be on that, that's fine too. Because every time we vote on somebody, their roles and responsibilities and their contract is attached to it. Because we don't vote, you guys don't vote on anybody unless all that is done. So we can put the duties of
yeah,
that.
because sometimes people don't know who to call. You know, like they have a question about something and they don't know who to call. Like, you know, I'll talk about it in a few minutes, but nobody knows who to call on certain things, and that'd be a good idea to have something where people can say, oh, okay, well, I can call this person. You know what I mean?
Julie know it, and I'll make sure it's on.
Okay.
All right, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Oppose? Abstain? The motion carries. I need a motion to approve Resolution 9.2 to enter an employment agreement with Lillian Morales as acting principal of Mount Vernon STEAM.
She's never going to retire.
Motion?
Can I get a second?
She retired.
Can I get a second?
You voted on her.
Second?
No, you
Yeah.
made the motion. I need a
Somebody
second.
Second, I'm sorry.
She was screaming over there. Give her a second.
Any-
Wake up, everyone.
Any questions, comments, or discussion? Okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Abstain? The motion carries. Thank you. I need a motion to approve Resolution 9.3. Approves the memorandum of agreement between the Board of Education and the Mount Vernon Administrators Group.
Motion.
Second.
Any questions, comments, or discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Everyone.
All right, the motion carries. Thank you.
Administrative Union.
I need a motion to approve Resolution 9.4, authorization to enter an agreement with Ralph Burtz as Director of Special Assignment.
Motion?
Second.
Any questions, comments, or discussion? All right, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Nays? The motion carries. Resolution 9.5, authorization to revise a contract with MBJ Communications.
Motion.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Any questions, comments, or discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Abstain? Motion carries.
Can I just do some housekeeping questions? So, do you know when we're going to get a calendar? When the calendars are going to go out?
Well, as a matter of fact, they went to print this week. So you should have them anytime soon.
Okay. And do you know when the schedules are going to go out
You mean the schedule for the students?
for the students? Yeah.
Okay. Oh, and that's again, that is where the assistant superintendent of administration, climate and culture is working on all those schedules to go into the hands of parents like a week before school or at least 2 weeks before school. So we are working on that right now to make sure that they go out.
Okay.
2 schools have completed their schedules already, Denzel Washington and Steve. Mount Vernon High School, we're still working on that.
Have they sent them out to the parents though yet? Because
No.
Okay. So the school's going to be mandated for uniforms, or are there greeting packages?
Well, each school will be sending out their own greeting packages, their handbooks and all of that. And you know, the uniform thing, you cannot mandate it. It's up to the schools. You know, so some schools do a good job of it and some schools don't.
Were the freshmen, like the ninth grade freshmen, do they need to go do like some type of orientation before school starts?
Well, I know for a fact that Andrea Thomas, who's going to be the ninth grade academy AP in Mount Vernon High School, she has a whole lot of plans for them. And I know she wants to orient them before they comes in. So I will get a plan from her, and at the next board meeting, I can probably share it.
Okay.
But the next board meeting is going to be what, September 7th? But I'm sure we're going to have one before that. with the new hires.
So when does school start?
September 7th.
September 7th? Okay, and then one more question, and I know this is not a question we can answer, but can we get on the city to do a crosswalk by the STEAM Academy?
All right.
You know, something there, you know.
They promised us,
We need a crossing guard, we need some of those big, you know, can they paint it, can we paint it, you know?
We
like-
get the crossing guard from Mandela. That's going to still stand.
I mean, I'll paint it, I mean, you know.
STEAM Academy.
Yeah, but for STEAM, that what they said we had asked too late. So now we're going to ask again to see if we
Well,
can
they
get
had all
somebody
summer
from
now,
STEAM.
it's not too late now.
Right,
And,
so,
and also, there used to be a speed bump when you come down Williams, when you come down the Union Avenue, when the road forks. They just redid that street there. It used to be a speed bump. Can you ask them? I know they repaved the street. Can they put another speed bump in there? Because it was, and all the crosswalks by the
Right.
schools are gone because they've done some paving.
that's by Mandela
Williams.
Williams.
I know that Williams, I don't know, probably other schools too, but I know they repaved those streets over there.
Okay. Okay.
That's all I have.
Can I
Right.
ask one question?
Sure, you can ask.
Especially to Kim and Mrs. Tiggs. How far are we along on getting a special ed special ed director?
Friday.
We need one as soon as possible.
Friday.
Well, we have 3 people that's going to go to cabinet, the superintendent's cabinet on Friday. 3 great candidates, I might add.
Are we adding an assistant or just the director?
Just the director.
Thank goodness. I mean, we need it. We need somebody to make sure we're supervising those, the counselors, the supervisors, or,
So, one more thing, I'm sorry.
thanks.
So, we did the name change for homeschool, that's now the Honor Society?
No. The Honor Academy. Holmes is
Honor-
Honor Academy. Columbus is the Leadership
Leadership.
Academy.
Okay, so are we going to have a ribbon cutting before school starts?
I'm not sure if it's going to be before school starts, Madam President, but what we can do, we can talk about it some more
Okay.
and see if we can do that.
Okay,
But then we have a whole big rush coming on now to get our schools, you know, where they should be, the buildings where they should be. So if it's something that we can do before, then we'll do it. Oh,
have we changed the names on letterhead, and, you know, we're going to change the names, you know, we got to,
well, once it's changed at the state, we have to change it whatever we do. And that's what I'm going to make sure that happens. But I know for a fact that the print shop had sent me their logos to approve, to change. So I think that will go along with their letterheads as well.
okay. That's all the follow-up, and then we'll talk about committees and schools, now we have the new trustees on, so we can talk about that. Okay. That's all I have. Anybody have any other questions? We're good? So, going to ask for a motion to go into executive session
Second.
for the purposes of
Personnel issues.
personnel issues? Okay. And I believe we won't be back tonight, so that we'll end the meeting in exec. All right, thank you all for coming.